Hello, and welcome to episode 56 of the Movie Bros podcast. We are your hosts as always. I'm Duncan. He's Hayden. Hello, hello.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're in for a stimulating conversation, possibly.
Possibly. And if you are new, I know we say this every episode, but just in case, this is a weekly podcast of two brothers who pick a movie, watch that movie, discuss, ramble, banter, argue, all the things you can think about said movie, and then we post it for you fine folk to listen to. This podcast is available on Spotify, which is where you're most likely listening to it, but it's also on YouTube. You can also find it on Instagram at @themovie_bros. We cover all kinds of genres, all kinds of eras of movies. So if you have any recommendations, obviously slide into our DMs or leave a comment on our Spotify. That's what this is. That's who we are. Hayden, what are we watching and talking about this week?
Well, this week we are talking about I think fair to say, sci-fi classic at this point, Starship Troopers.
I would say sci-fi cult classic. I don't think it's a classic, but I think it's a cult classic.
So, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. It is very much you either fondly remember this movie or you remember this movie being dog shit. So, it's definitely a cult classic for that reason. I'm going to run through some information here, and then we can get to see on whether we think it's dog shit or not. This was released in 1997 and directed by Paul Verhoeven. He's known for much better projects like Total Recall, the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, RoboCop, and Basic Instinct. All of those are much better than this. Even, genuinely watch all of those. Maybe not Basic Instinct, but definitely Total Recall and RoboCop. Those are great. This is written by Edward Neumeier, based loosely on the Robert Heinlein book series. Music here is by Basil Poldoris, who has been around for ages and is known for things like both the Conan movies and Lonesome Dove. Cinematography is by Jost Vacano. It is not a name I recognize. I didn't think to look up what else he had done, but it's nothing to write home about. It's fine. Stars Casper Van Dien, Denise Richards, Dina Meyer, Neil Patrick Harris, Jake Busey, Clancy Brown, and Michael Ironside. And then the trivia I have is that this was nominated for an Oscar. What do you think it was? I'm sure it'll be hard to figure out.
Maybe effects, given the time period, maybe? I don't know.
Yes, yes. Well, what else would it possibly be for?
That's the thing, I was like, I can't think of literally anything else it would ever get nominated for.
Well, I mean, for 1997, and I would say even in a lot of ways, it still looks pretty good.
Yeah, all things considered, yes.
Like, I still think the bug effects, by and large, look pretty great, but that's also because there's actually a lot of miniatures and a lot of just big close-up practical effects they use for, when there's not swarms of them. So
Sure.
It got nominated for it, but it lost to Titanic, and Titanic swept a lot of things that year. So
okay, yeah, all right.
Which, I mean, I get it. It's Titanic. So, which, have you ever actually seen it?
I think I've sat through it once, and I was like, I think I'm good.
I remember watching it in like middle school, and thinking, I was like, oh, this is really good. And then I rewatched it, 5 or 6 years later. I'm like, wow, this is really boring.
Yeah, that was from what I remember. I was like, oh, this is not that interesting.
I mean, it's impressive for 1997.
Yes, again,
but
impressive, yes.
And I think it is a culturally important movie that, it
Sure.
helped to birth the careers of DiCaprio and Kate Winslet
and James Cameron.
And James Cameron. Well, I mean, he was already a household name by then because of the Terminators, but I mean, in a large way, yes.
Yeah.
And it helped to move forward CGI in a big way, obviously, and then unfortunately also introduce everyone to Celine Dion. But and then the other bit of trivia is that there are actually 4 more movies in this franchise.
Yes, I Googled. I was curious.
And every single one of them is supposed to be just completely awful straight to DVD releases. And what shocked me the most recent one came out in 2017. Like, who's still asking for this?
The main guy in this didn't come back for number 2, but they brought him back for the 3rd one. I was like, "Why would you do that, dude?"
I
Especially if
had
you
those up in
saw.
separate tabs, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
crazy.
so they brought him back for number 3. He's then not back for 4, but then he shows back up in 5, which is
Jesus.
so 4 and 5 are both like CGI animated, so he's
Huh.
voicing stuff. Well, I think it was cheaper, and also it's made
Sure.
by Japanese studios 4 and 5, and they really like doing that kind of a thing. So,
Okay.
but yeah, looking at their IMDb stuff, none of them are cracking 5 out of 10. They're all just supposed to be awful.
Kinda fair.
I almost want to like marathon them just so I can get the full crap experience, but I'm like, I don't know if I really want to do that to myself. And that is the trivia I have.
That's the fast film facts and some trivia. Okay. Well, I let's just get our ratings out of the way because I feel like this is just gonna be an absolute mess. Because I'm looking at my
um,
notes, I'm like, dude, this if you didn't know what movie I was talking about and you just read my notes, they're like, what the fuck is this guy even talking? Like, it's
yeah.
yeah.
So okay, so what is your rating then?
I would call it. I don't know if I'm being generous or not, but like a 2 out of 5.
See, I kind of want to give it two different ratings in a weird way. Like if you want something that's just stupid and fun, like
Sure.
it's
Oh,
hard to beat.
that is where most of the 2 out of 5 is coming from, Hayden.
Right, if you want something that is completely mindless and fun, and you just get to blow up giant bugs, and
Sure.
there's
Because
naked
otherwise it's
women
kind of
walking
dog shit.
around all the time for some reason in a war,
Hmm.
and like if I think I go back in my notes and I mentioned this more than a couple times, and I think in several different ways, but like this is the perfect like I'm 13 and want to watch my first R-rated movie kind of movie.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this would
There's
be
there's action. There's
awesome
tits. Yeah.
if I was like 12, right?
Sure.
So on that side, I'd be like, yeah, this is like a solid 3. Some of it hasn't aged all that well, but if you want something stupid and fun, this is not a bad pick. On the other hand, if you want literally any other quality in a movie, this is like a 1.
Yeah. That's I would. Okay. So actually, I mean, we can just kind of get into it now, but like, I I didn't really never I had never really thought of it while watching this movie, but actually some of the music I really like.
Oh yeah.
Like I've added it to playlists. Um yeah. And if
It's
you think
very reminiscent of the James Horner music for the second Alien movie.
hmm,
It's very like militaristic, and
yes.
it's lots of heavy percussion, lots of brass.
Mhm.
It's
Yep.
very cool.
Yeah, no, like the part where they're doing the first invasion where they don't plan ahead and this everyone fucking dies. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, again, good music. Um I could see how in some ways this movie is almost like a parody because again it's so either over the top or so cheesy or campy that it's not realistic. That if you look at this movie, like the themes it's trying to play on, were like it's super strong, like militaristic society, and if they did this correctly, this could be actually interesting, maybe because in some ways, I if you look at it, it's almost a like uh, a bad version of Ender's Game, like almost the
So
exact story.
100%. So that is genuinely kind of the vibe of the reviews online of okay, there are people who haven't read the book and people who have. And
Hmm.
when I said this is loosely based on the Robert Heinlein books, um I mean very loosely because the books are super like, oh, we're going to talk about all the social implications of living in a fascist military dictatorship. We're going to look at all of the cultural ways this impacts people's lives and all of the moral
Hmm.
quandaries that comes with it. And then when they went to adapt this into a movie, they're like, you know what? That's interesting. No one's going to want to watch that. Why don't we blow up bugs? So
Well, you do got to think about watchability, especially like in the '90s. No one's gonna be like, let's have this deep
exactly.
existential conversation.
Like until I learned that there were sequels coming out as recently as 2017, I had the thought of like, oh, okay, if you made this now, you could probably get into more of those subject matters and it wouldn't be as weird. But yeah, for 97, I kind of understand it. So those themes are definitely there, but they are even more present if it was like a super faithful adaptation of it.
Sure, sure. Literally the first initial scene where everyone's like, "I'm doing my part." That bit, you've seen the
The
memeified of that,
fucking
right?
memes.
Oh, it's so good, dude. It's so fucking good. Uh,
Well, this movie, I mean, yes, lots of it is very silly, but like you said, there are so many ways in which it is just really riding like the razor line of, is this parody or is this just bad?
mhm.
Like
Yes.
all of the fake advertising
Oh
and
yeah, all
all
the
of
fake
the,
propaganda and everything. Yes.
yeah, like it's so on the nose and lacking subtlety. It almost circles back around to being intelligent in a way.
I mean, this is part of the negative versus the positive, but there's almost, I mean, they're not actually fighting, like they don't get to the point where they're actually fighting bugs until over an hour into the movie. Then
I
they get
remembered it happening
absolute
a lot quicker too.
mhm, and then they absolutely get lit up by those bugs for the majority of their fighting, like,
Yeah.
absolutely fucked, and then in the last, like, 10 minutes, the drill sergeant from their training gets like, it's, "Oh, okay, the last 10 minutes or whatever, they figure it out." I don't know. Neil
Yeah.
Patrick Harris just being like so when you
How did
look at
they
it,
sell this to him? I mean, just
well,
because this would have been
there's
97, he would have been
several people in this that are
just
like,
off of like Doogie Howser. He wasn't yet in How I Met Your Mother
mhm.
or Harold and Kumar movies.
Well, when you see, the thing I think of is like the main guy. How do they sell this to him? Because if you look at it, like he's more or less shit on throughout the movie. The only reason it's his squad by the end is everyone else dies.
Yeah.
Like he's constantly getting promoted after like the person next to him gets blown up or something like that. He's like, "Oh, thanks, chief." I'm like, "Dude, you know he just died, and that's the only reason you got this job." Or like Neil Patrick Harris is like, "Oh, like I'm gonna throw you guys in, and you might find the brain, but you might all die." And then his girlfriend's like, "Oh, by the way, I'm also gonna leave you." And then like, oh, it's not a great story for him actually. Generally speaking,
Not
it's not
really.
great. His parents die, and like everyone's yeah.
Yeah, I almost want to see what like the modern, more serious version of this looks like
See,
because it
that's
would
what I'm
be
saying. I was like, this
such
could
a
be
night
good.
and day movie.
It could be good.
Like you give this to Alec Garland or David Fincher.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I would have Garland do that. Yeah. Uh, the question is though, in the modern one, would there still be a football game?
I think I think it would be, but it would be like the one in Top Gun Maverick.
Okay.
My other question is, in the modern one, is there a literal uninterrupted 10-minute shower sequence for no real reason?
I mean, there is some of like why, like the motivations of why those people are there to be in the army or whatever, but like, I don't know. They didn't need all of that, and to have this love triangle and then have basically she immediately dies after he actually like, oh, maybe I'll be with you instead.
That's always pissed me off.
Well, and like the scene where like they salute her body as it gets shot out into space. I was like, is this just Spock dying? Like, what am I fucking watching
I
right now?
think that every fucking time, and I'm like, should I see William Shatner crying while Scotty's
Right?
playing bagpipe or
Yes.
playing bagpipes
Bagpipes.
in
Yes.
space? Like, I think if because I mean, eh, obviously me and you had seen this before, even though I think for both of us it had been several years.
It's been a
I
while.
think I think if you showed this to someone who was our age group roughly, even though we're kind of two different age groups, but like
Hmm.
our age group roughly, who had never seen this, I would want to like tape their live reaction because could you fucking
It's
imagine?
it's pretty out there in a lot of ways. Also, his jaw, like the main guy, his jawline is insane. Like it
I
doesn't look real. He looks like he's doing like the
he looks like he's doing the handsome Squidward face
yeah, like the
24/7.
mewing or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yes. I remember when I mentioned to our parents that that we were going to be talking about this. I think it was like last week or something. Mom immediately said, "Oh, so you're going to be watching the movie with the living Ken doll," which is kind of accurate.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The dude
He's
looks
got
like
no
he's made
fucking
out of
brains.
plastic.
Yes. I also
So
like that he's like the his professor turned uh captain, major, whatever, lieutenant. What
Michael
the
Ironsides, yeah.
Michael Ironsides, yes. He's like, "Oh, what should I do?" And he's like, "Well, you should, think for yourself, make your own decisions." And then throughout the movie, he's really just copies exactly what either he does, or he's like, "Oh, I guess I'm gonna do the army because the girl wants to do the." I was like, "Dude, you're not thinking for yourself at all." Like throughout this entire
No,
fucking movie.
not. I mean, I don't know that there's anyone who makes an intelligent decision the entire runtime. Like like if you actually look at it anything logically,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it could be suggested Neil Patrick Harris's character, but like that's just because he chooses to do something that doesn't involve him directly with giant mutant bugs.
Yeah, yeah. What do I know the drill sergeant from? He's so recognizable, but I can't think of what else I would know him from.
Clancy Brown?
Yeah, I feel like I knew him definitely from
I
something.
mean, he's a character actor from a ton of stuff. Let me pull him up.
I'm looking. Let's see. Clancy Brown. Oh,
Or
he
is that
was
not who
the
you're thinking of?
no, that's right. He was the main thing is the prison guard from Shawshank.
Yeah, and he's also voiced Patrick for 20 years on
True.
SpongeBob.
Yeah. I mean, he was in the Penguin. He was
Or no,
in
not
Hail
not
Caesar.
Patrick. He voices Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's done a lot of stuff.
He's mostly a voice actor just because he has such.
He has a voice. Yes.
Yes.
What else? Oh, the captain of the ship that the girlfriend is on. When they abandon ship and she's like, "Oh, I'm stuck in this door. I guess I'm gonna fuck." Like that was such a lame. I don't know. The whole like like stuck halfway with the emergency doors crushing her. Super lame. Super. Also, like the girlfriend, I'm not a fan at all. Like
She's
she's oh fuck.
yeah. Like I mean, don't get me wrong. Dizzy is not a whole lot better,
No, no, none of the characters are that great.
but Carmen's just not a good girlfriend. She's kind of a terrible
No.
person.
Well, like okay, so I understand wanting to pursue your career, but then I don't know. There's so much of like the after they see each other again that I'm like, and even how she is around like commanding officer when she's like learning to pilot, where she's like, "Fuck off, I'm gonna figure this. Like, I'm gonna do it my own way." Or what? I'm like,
I mean,
women.
well, I actually wanted to talk about the women in this movie. Is that, while it is true that no one is written well, this is especially poor writing for women characters, just in general. Like, you're either in this movie as a woman to be in the shower scene naked, or you're fighting over, the living Ken doll character and you have no other personality. This is really bad writing for female characters. Just all over the place.
Yeah, you're not really in this for the women, I guess.
I suppose so.
What else? Let's see.
I did think it was weird how much of this takes place in the daytime, like complete full bright afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, don't get me wrong, nothing here looks like bad. I think one of the saving graces here is that, as I mentioned a couple times before now, the CGI looks pretty good. 1997, it's held up pretty well. The bug effects are fun. The spaceship effects look pretty good. But anytime where it's like the actual troopers running around on, alien planets or whatever, it looks so much like a soundstage.
Well, especially when they're, I'm sure, on a soundstage doing basically a capture the flag, and they're doing those little like rolls and like
Yeah,
it was terrible, dude, fucking
not
terrible.
great.
But again, if you take it for what it is, I think it's a fun watch. That's why I gave it a 2. But
Yeah, I think mine's just gonna kind of sit in the middle of either giving it a 1 or giving it like a
a
3. I
3.
think it's probably just gonna sit as a 2 as well, because like it's either mildly fun and entertaining, or it's fucking horrendous story wise.
Yeah.
I do think it's interesting though is that because this is, you know, it's a classic at this point. It is considered to be fairly successful. We have things like Halo ODSTs. We have things especially like Helldivers being that massive success that it is. We have,
Yeah, I
you
mean, I
know,
wonder how much of that is either directly or indirectly influenced, for sure,
oh, I mean
by
that's that's
this.
that's that's what I'm saying. Both of those things are different, but they are very similar in a lot of ways. Helldivers almost explicitly so. I mean, it is almost nearly the exact same thing of we are a militaristic society where our main,
Well, I mean, so
you
is
know,
Halo.
well, yes, but in Halo, it's because the Covenant wants to kill humanity in starships and they're coming to Earth and, our other colonies. In Helldivers specifically, it's there is going to be only one race in the universe. It's going to be the human race. We're going to show them peace by force. It is very much on the
Hmm.
nose, sort of commentary about that kind of a thing. If you want to look at it that way, it's very much just playable Starship Troopers. So much
Gotcha.
so that Starship Troopers as a franchise tried releasing their own video game a couple of years ago, being like, "Hey, we're still here. If you guys like Helldivers, come play the original." And no one did.
R.I.P.
If people enjoyed this, what would you tell them to watch? As like, okay, here's something similar.
Similar to this?
Well, okay, maybe not exactly the same, but what would you if you're running like a movie marathon and you wanted to group similar genre things together, what would you run with this?
I don't know. Do you have an answer for this?
No, I just thought of the question off the top of my head.
So at first, I was gonna say Leprechaun, but that's too silly. Like, it's not even trying to be.
I think I'd run maybe the Wesley Snipes Blade movies.
Or you could go the other direction and go from this and then play Ender's Game.
That's actually the better answer, because that's like Starship Troopers if you saw it from Neil Patrick Harris's character's point of view,
Exactly. Exactly.
and if it took itself even a modicum bit of seriousness.
Hmm. Which again, I think we talked about that on here. But I rewatched it recently, and it's pretty good.
It
Like,
is. I mean, as far as adaptations go, it's actually not that bad. It's pretty solid. What else? I initially recommended us to watch this because I had fairly good memories of, as I say, being very young and watching this and thinking, "Oh, this is the coolest shit ever."
it's
And
fun.
I think I had the, very understandable experience of watching this as an adult and realizing, "Oh, it's
It's not
actually
that good.
not that good. I may have fucked up and had us watch something bad."
It's
So,
okay.
I mean, I don't know, not like bad, but I constantly had the realization of, oh, this isn't as good as I remember it being.
Well, I mean, not to have some foreshadowing, but I recommended next week's movie, and it might be something very similar. I'll be honest.
Well, yeah,
We'll see.
perhaps. Well, I think we'll just segue right into, does Starship Troopers bucket?
It does, but I don't know what specific. Maybe one of the bugs, but the bugs are so not bucket conducive.
Well, because I was thinking about that too, and I actually like the design of the bugs a lot, but they're not.
They're interesting.
They're interesting and unique looking, but you can't really put popcorn in them.
Not really.
So I'm thinking maybe you get one of their spaceships because it's kind of boxy, kind of,
Yeah,
but
maybe
it's
one of the
not very iconic looking.
exactly.
Maybe an upside down helmet. I
Mm,
think the answer is that yes, this buckets, but it's not as interesting as other movies could have been.
agreed.
And then moving right along into what have we watched recently? What is looking forward to? What trailers are out? Duncan, uh, we both been fairly busy recently, but have you had a chance to do any of that?
I've watched a little bit. So last week I watched Gladiator 2, and I was like, okay, this is really not good. But then it got me thinking, oh, Ridley Scott has made a fair amount of movies. I hadn't
He's
seen a
pumped out
lot
a
of them.
lot of movies.
Uh, so I was like, okay, let me check out some of these. And so I watched something from 1977
77.
called The Duelists. This stars Harvey Keitel and Keith Carradine. It's
Never heard
set
of
in
it.
like Bonaparte time. and it's set over a 10-year span of this guy who gets not on purpose insulted by this guy in like uh, a small French town. And he's like, "Fuck you, dude. Let's duel." And it's basically him holding a grudge against this minor inconvenience for the next decade. Then they run into each other throughout the decade, every couple years, and it's like they run into each other in like Russia in the winter when Napoleon does that whole dumb "I'm gonna invade Russia" bit. Like all these different
That went
times,
well.
and like every time they duel, uh, like one person gets stabbed or gets like shot on the shoulder, and then it
Weird.
so much of this. I was like, dude, you guys just gotta like communicate. Like, what is wrong with men? Just fucking talk to each other. And
And
because the whole
this came out in 77
'77,
because the earliest Ridley Scott movie I can think of is the original Alien.
no, it's '77.
Huh.
Maybe it's his first movie. I don't know. And
Would you
there were
recommend it?
um, it was only 100 minutes, but I did feel like it drug a little bit.
Hmm.
Some of the cinematography, because they're basically just like them standing out in the field with either swords or pistols or something, was cool. Like I I think I what did I rate this as? I'd rate it a very solid 3 out of 5. Like I would not recommend it, but I wouldn't be like, dude, you gotta watch this.
Okay.
From there, I watched Get Shorty, which is such a fucking great movie. I
We talked about it last week, but that is a banger.
Did we?
Yes, we did.
Oh well, yeah. I feel like again there was the era of the good John Travolta, which was like Get Shorty, Pulp Fiction. I feel like there was one more that he did around. Oh, he did I haven't seen it, but it's supposed to be good. Him and Nick Cage did Face
Oh,
Off.
Face Off. I've heard it is fucking out there, but good.
Just again, I feel like that was his time to be like actually a star, and this was part of it.
Well, I mean, because he was in Grease, and then he was in
Yeah, but
Saturday Night
Saturday Night
Fever,
Fever,
and
sure,
then
but
he
yeah,
disappeared
there
for
was a
like
big gap,
15 years.
exactly.
Yeah.
And he is good in this.
Okay.
That's kind of all I've seen. I watched a trailer. Let's see.
You were talking to me earlier about Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Yeah, so basically this is a new thing that I don't know if I love or not. But so at my work, at the movie theater, we get sent over like hard drives of the physical movie that we then ingest into our server so we can play the movie. And
Right.
uh, you get a separate hard drive for trailers. That way you can pick and choose which trailers you want to play with your movies.
Bit
But
weird.
that's fine because we don't want to play every single trailer. Just like so, what happened though for Fantastic Four, which is what we're showing now, which is Disney. Basically, they embedded the trailer for Avatar into Fantastic Four, so basically you couldn't not play it, which
Huh.
was it's like first time in several years. Like I've never seen that before, so like good on them for basically making sure you show the things that they want you to show. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, what if we don't want to show this trailer for whatever reason? Either way, watching the trailer, I was like, oh, this looks pretty good actually. Um, you and I
I
referenced this, but
never
like
saw the second one
the second one again was beautiful, was
because
very
I
cool.
remember. I mean, granted, it came out in 2009, but like
Hmm.
the first one is actually pretty decent.
Yes,
It's
yeah, it's pretty
predictable,
decent.
but it's a very cool looking and sounding
Yes,
movie.
yes, and more again. The if I remember right, the second one was 3 hours, and the middle hour there's not a whole lot of plot progression. It's literally just water vibes of just like, hey, look at all this cool shit we can make.
I did hear that a lot of it is just, hey, what if we went whale watching in space?
And but keeping that in mind, at least of course it's just the trailer, but the trailer for the third one looked much darker in tone. Um, yeah, it didn't show a
Okay.
ton of like fire and ashy stuff. Like it showed a little bit, but not too much.
Okay.
Uh, Granted, it's a teaser, and the movie's not out for another like 7 months or some shit like that. But um, yeah, I am tentatively interested, but I would not want to be like, oh, I need to see this on opening night. And
Fair,
then
fair.
right before we started recording, I watched a new trailer for what's it called? One Battle After Another with the
Oh, yeah,
PTA
yeah, yeah.
film. which the newer trailer definitely helped me at least understand what the fuck is even going on.
Because
Because the teaser
I
trailer,
couldn't tell you.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The teaser trailer was not helpful or even interesting.
I mean, other than it being PTA, I couldn't tell you why I was interested in it, other than I like his movies, pretty much all of them.
Yeah. So, and I don't want to like just walk you through the trailer, but yes, I would just say if you have a moment to watch it, watch it. It just at least semi explains the plot.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I watched a trailer for, I don't know if you've heard of this. It's what's it called? Honey Don't.
Yes, I saw the trailer when I went to see. I don't
Jurassic
remember what it was,
World.
but I've seen the trailer for it. It looks kind of fun.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, well, it looks kind of fun, and I like the people in it.
Yeah, I agree. It's fun to see Chris Evans playing against type.
Yes, and I like seeing Charlie Day doing things. That's not always Sunday.
Charlie Day's great. Put Charlie Day in more stuff.
Yes,
Love me some Charlie Day.
yes, and
Um,
I generally
it
like
it
Margaret
kind of
Qualley.
looked.
Generally,
I like Margaret Qualley. I would love to see her in something where she keeps her clothes on the whole movie. And I don't mean to sound like, oh, these damn women and all their nakedness. No, just show me you can act without being in a sex scene. It just I'm it turns me off from wanting to watch the movie if every single thing she's in, she's naked.
okay. I sure.
On the other hand, this looks fun. It kind of looks like if you did Knives Out and but mix it with Raising Arizona kind of vibes.
Well, again, the trailer I watched didn't have a ton. Like again, it gives you enough to where it looks interesting, but what I like, it doesn't show the entire movie in the trailer.
Yeah. Also, Aubrey Plaza, always fun.
Oh yeah, I forgot that she's in that. Because yes, I don't know if you've seen any of the stuff from the red carpet because this is technically already premiered places, but her and the main chick, I can't think of her name, but
Margaret Qualley.
thank you, Margaret Qualley. Uh, there's some I don't know, there's some interesting interactions. That's all I'll say. Because I don't
Okay.
know, I feel like they're both a little like a little weird, and there's
Oh yeah, I mean
interesting
Aubrey Plaza
interactions to be
is
made. But
weird. Yes,
yes,
that's kind of her whole
her
thing.
bit, yes.
Yes.
And I think that is everything I've watched, either movies or trailers. Is there anything on your end?
So I've been life for me has also been slightly busy just because of some house sitting and things like that. But yesterday I came home. I say I came back to the house and I'm like, you know what? I want something fun that I haven't seen in a while. So I rewatched School of Rock,
Dude,
and
great movie.
it
Honestly, great movie.
genuinely it's such a fucking banger movie. Like even like yes, it is a family comedy starring Jack Black. It's really well written. It's
Yeah, it's
really
fun.
it is smart and tight, and there is a lot going on character wise. Surprisingly, it's
There is,
really
I mean,
good.
there is some cringe, but like, and
There's a
some
little
things that are
bit,
of the time, but like,
yes,
no, still very
it,
very
it,
enjoyable.
entirely enjoyable. Had a lot of fun. Um, things I'm looking forward to. There's been a full trailer release for Alien Earth, which I know you have absolutely no interest in, and I'll be honest, I'm not super hype about it, even though I love Alien as a franchise. I don't like the setting. I, I'm not super sold on everyone being a robot. There's pretty much no human characters in this, which means there's not really any danger because they can't die because they're fucking robots.
Oh well, that I mean, that made me even think of. I just saw the little teaser, or whatever, for Predator Badlands, where the
And
Predator is the.
I was
Uh,
gonna get to that. Yeah,
yeah, I don't. Sorry, I don't mean to jump.
I I'm very much looking forward to that because you got Elle Fanning playing a Weyland Yutani robot. So we're finally kind of crossing back over with Alien v Predator. So
Sort of, but like,
I'm
I
down
don't know
for
if
it. I
I
like more Predator stuff. So
I do, but just like the Predator's the good guy.
well,
I don't know. I don't
I
know if I
think it's
love
gonna be
that.
like kind of kind of good, or maybe he's just the protagonist and we're on the Predator's planet. I'm not sure if we're supposed to think he's a good guy. He's just, he's just the main character.
Sure. Well, I guess that's more what I'm saying is I don't know if I like the Predator as the main character.
Yeah. Well, I
I
mean,
liked him as like the outside force that like
I
you have to
agree. I
prevail
think
against.
I think in the same way that the less we know about the xenomorph, the better it works as an antagonist. In
Mm-hmm.
the same way, I think that's probably true for the predator species. I know it has a real name that I keep forgetting what it is. So I'm this might be a huge mistake as a movie, or it might be good. I'm not sure because it's Dan Trachtenberg. He also did Prey, and
Prey
then
was really good.
he also did Predator: Killer of Killers, which is apparently a very highly rated R-rated animated series on Netflix. So maybe it's good, but I agree it has a potential to be very damaging. And then I think that's kind of it.
Yeah, we've just been busy. So I think that's all the things.
That
I
is all
guess
the
the
things. I
last
believe
thing
so.
we should say is next week, if you are following along with this, we will be watching, reviewing, and talking about Only God Forgives, which is uh,
Crime noir.
crime noir by the guy who did Drive, both the
Nicholas
director
Winding
and the
Refn.
star.
Yep.
If you're looking for some like semi-quiet neon,
Oh, it's not a quiet movie. It
there are
might be
parts of it.
very light on dialogue, but it is a
That's what
loud
I'm saying.
movie.
Yes. Um, I believe it basically takes place as part of the uh takes place as part of the like Thailand underworld.
It does.
So yeah, join us for that. You'll probably see some stills that we'll post on our Instagram because again, a lot of the visual vibes with the neon is cool to look at. But that has been Starship Troopers, which is boy howdy, what a movie. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you want to tell us all about this episode and if you enjoyed it or not, whatever you want to tell us, tell us. Otherwise, we will catch you all next week for episode 57 of the Movie Bros podcast. We have been Duncan and Hayden, and we'll see you all next week.